Oh, no, I think he definitely came to calm things down, and I don't think it was symbolic. What I'm trying to say to you is that no matter what he does right now, we're going to have to wait for a grand jury to make a decision as to whether or not they're going to indict. If they don't do it, the governor could convince the prosecutor to do so. But no matter what you and I talk about this evening or tomorrow or the next day, we still have to wait for that decision to be made. And while we're waiting for that, there are a group of people overseas who don't care whether or not you're a black American, a Hispanic American, a white American. Don't matter what color you are, they are plotting right now to do something. And what better time than while we are deflected on our own hate that we're trying to say is better than their hate, what better time to strike out against America? Listen, this is a big discussion, Don. I'm so happy that you give me a minute to broach it and bring it up. And I don't mean to throw a monkey wrench in the middle of all the discussions, but ISIL is not going to wait for Ferguson to get a decision from a grand jury. The president won't wait for the grand jury to make a decision as to whether or not we end up having to put troops on the ground to protect this democracy. I'm just saying that we got to have a bigger conversation about how do we get past this quicker so that American lives, more of them, aren't in danger.
Let's talk about something that you enlisted in the U.S. Marines when
Yes,
you were about Michael Brown's age.
Yes, sir.
Do you wish there were more options for young men living in communities like Ferguson? Here's what I find. I find that people come into this community, or maybe even the police officers, and they think that these are bad kids, bad guys. But when you start talking to them and getting to know them, they're not bad guys. They're no different than anyone anywhere else. They just happen to be men of color, born in poor circumstances, many of them.
Don, do you remember, I don't know if you know anything about where I really started out at, but back from 1988 to 1991, I spoke in about 900 to 1,000 high schools across this country. Most of them in inner city schools, spoke to kids about staying in school, staying away from drugs, getting an education, and trying to reach for something better. I hear from kids across this country right now, thousands, who say, Montel, thank you for coming to my school. Those kids are good kids, but unfortunately, in Ferguson, you have a high school graduation rate of under 70%. You have a less than 3 or 6% college rate of students going to college. Somebody's got to get in. Like you just said, those are good young people. Why don't we have the leaders of today? I did this 20 years ago. Where are the leaders of today going into those schools and telling those young men that there's a different place for them, there's something different? I went in the military, but Don, I could have gone directly into college. I passed up a scholarship to join the military because in the time that I did it, I was my class president. I was a student on the Board of Education.
Right.
I went to school, man. I could have gone directly to college. I went in the service because I had a friend of mine who got shot in the Marine Corps, and I was trying to protect America.